What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotic, bringing you our Week 11 battle for the NCP. I'm a little bit scrambled up because I haven't had my Week 9 battle yet, or Week 10 battle yet. Oh my god, just everything's messed up. Everything's like being all fucked up. But regardless, I am playing Week 11 first. I was supposed to play Week 10 on the weekend. Unfortunately, it did not fall through. There was a bit of scheduling conflict, and I honestly don't know if I managed to get up Week 10 on time. So if I didn't, I'm sorry. If I did, ignore me just completely. But this week we are playing against the one, the only CBAD, formerly Crimson CBAD, and his Detroit Steel Wings with a really cool Corviknight inspired logo there. Honestly, this is a matchup that is really interesting. Kind of when I was looking at it before I made all the transactions to my team, I was looking at it saying I should be pretty good with this matchup. Now I'm a bit less so. Honestly, the matchup is kind of scary because of the hail mostly. If I don't get up webs, Beartick with, 6-7 turns of hail is going to just annihilate my entire roster. Honestly, the only thing that can really stop it is Clefable, and even then, it's not appreciating Life Orb boosted adamant hits from the Beartick. So I gotta be careful. Everything else on my team just, doesn't appreciate. There's the Ditto, which is something that might, I guess, stop him from running setup moves, stop him from running the hail, because I can then go into Beartick and destroy his team, or I can go into Ninetale, set up my own Veil, or whatever the case may be. But looking at his team, we do have a lot of really strong options against it. The biggest threats to my team that he has, the Jirachi is definitely one. The Toxapex is huge. The Diggersby, the Roserade are the best wall breakers that my opponent has, and the Beartick can sweep really easily, so there's that. In terms of what we have that scares him, Crawdont is terrifying for him. If I get up a Dragon Dance, or if there's webs up, then honestly his team really can't deal with it too well, especially if I get the Dragon Dance up, because we have +1 attack as well. The Rapidash, looking at it, the coverage is really good. The only thing is the Toxapex, even though high horsepower is a move and it's 95 base power, if it's defensive, it chews it. Como is very powerful as well with the Dragon Dance set or a special set, so I can run honestly either or. Clefable has its merits this game because it can take some hits, but at the same time, he has a really good Steel type in Jirachi, 2 really good Poison types in Toxapex and Roserade, an insanely good Wall Breaker in Diggersby, and another one in Beartick. So I gotta be careful, even though my opponent does have the Scrafty, the Hitmontop, and the Dracula that are all weak to Fairy. Regardless, that's enough of the matchup. CBAD needs to win this game. He is getting close to being eliminated from playoffs. I believe he's currently in the 7th or 8th seed right now, or he's just out of the playoffs, but basically he needs to win out to guarantee. If he wins one more game, it's a possibility, but we are still fighting for a potential top 3 seed, potentially even top 2 seed. We do play the Worcester Tornadoes next week, I believe, and that's the #1 team in the entire league, so hopefully we can get the job done against them, and if we do that, we should be able to sneak into a potential 2nd seed or even a 1st seed, depending on how that team and the not the West Virginia Meteors, the whatever Josh's team name is, like, he has too many of them. Regardless, let's just go ahead and jump into it. So the team that we're bringing this week, we're going to start off with our, whoops, that is the wrong mod, but I guess we're going to rock with it. So our Crawdon, you guys can see what the first mod is. I think if I do this, there we go. First mon, Vikavolt. Okay, a bit of a mistake there, but Vikavolt is here. It is very important for this week because we are running Sticky Web. My opponent has only one form of hazard removal, and I believe it is the, 2 forms, excuse me. It's the Hitmontop, and there's the Rotom Fan. Rotom Fan is decent here, but again, I do have quite a bit of ways around it and dealing with it, which is nice. Hitmontop is a possibility because of Intimidate mostly. If I had to expect one or the other, I would expect probably the Hitmontop because it does have Intimidate. Rotom Fan is nice though for Volt Switch. I can't deny that, but at the end of the day, I don't think it's necessarily possibly going to bring both. I had a mock with Josh, and Josh brought, I think it was Jirachi, Ninetales, Toxapex, Roserade, Beartick, and Scrafty. So there's that, but if I had to expect Roserade or Hitmontop, definitely him on top. This set is basically meant to just get up webs, survive, Volt Switch out, Bug Buzz, be a bit of a pain for my opponent to deal with, and honestly get like 60+% off on especially defensive Toxapex with Volt Switch, and potentially do up to like 85% to a defensive Toxapex with Volt Switch. So that's that. Hopefully it can do some work for us. We take any banded Diggersby hit except for Fire Punch, and we take a Life Orb Fire Punch in that situation. One thing, we're not too KO'd by any attack from Roserade or from Jirachi unless they're like Life Orb or something. So there's that. Our next one, you guys got a sneak peek of it. It is our Crawdont. Crawdont is very straightforward this week. Get off a Dragon Dance, Aqua Jet, knock off Liquidation with a Life Orb, and go for game. This set is very, very strong against my opponent's team. Knockoff is there for the Toxapex and I guess the Beartick and pretty much anything that resists water, which is, I think is just the Roserade and the Toxapex actually, and the Dracloak, but still. Aqua Jet is there for the Diggersby specifically if we don't have a Dragon Dance up or we're worried about, let's say it's him with like webs up, like we get up our webs or whatever against him, he brings his Diggersby. I don't want him to be able to outspeed me and fire for a banded quick attack. I want to get my Aqua Jet off first. So there's that. The speed on this set is to make sure that we outspeed Jirachi while we're at +1 or it's at -1. So there's that. It's important. And this is one of our 2 sweepers or breakers this week. There's not really much else I have to put notes on for this set because it was pretty straightforward. Our next model is our second sweeper, and that is going to be Como. Como has performed decently well this season. He's picked it up a lot in the past few weeks, getting up rocks late game, sweeping, whatever it may be. We're bringing a Dragon Dance set again this time around. Last time we did this, it's put in the absolute finest of work, getting, what, 5 kills, 6 kills? I think it was 5 kills. But regardless, this set is very strong against my opponent's team. I was tinkering around with it a lot, and I decided to go with this coverage options because Rock Slide hits my opponent's team for really solid damage with the Roserade, with the Rodent Fan, excuse me, and the Ninetales. Those are very important, hits them super effectively, which Dragon Claw, yes, as good as Dragon Claw is, it is immune, well, the Ninetales is immune to it, and the Rodent Fan can just fire off attacks doing a bit more damage to us. So there is that. But Rock Slide hits them for tons of damage. It hits the Bear Tick for super effective damage as well, even though I'd probably go for the Drain Punch. It has a roll to KO the Ninetales if I was Adamant. Unfortunately, I went away from the Adamant spread because I needed to make sure that I outsped the Bear Tick. The speed here, the reason why we're running max speed is so that when the Bear Tick is affected by Sticky Whip, so it's at -1 speed, and then it gets the boost by Hail from Slush Rush, it actually will not outspeed me. It caps out at 148 points in speed while we get to 150. So that's fantastic. We can survive that. Another thing that's important to note is if we get to +1 speed from a Dragon Dance and he brings in his Ninetales, we will always outspeed it. Obviously, if it was Adamant the Bear Tick, I would be able to run Adamant myself, but I just cannot afford that. I need to make sure I outspeed that thing because Bear Tick is such a huge threat. I would love, love, love to be able to run Adamant because, again, it goes from a 50% chance to KO the Ninetales for a very specific spread that was like, I think it was like 20 EVs in HP and like 4 in defense, but now it's 0% chance at all. So we gotta make sure we get some chip on that thing because a Blizzard, a Moonblast are just gonna obliterate us, so we gotta be careful with that. We take any Jolly Band attack from Diggersby and any non-fairy move from Jirachi, so that includes basically Moonblast, and I don't think it gets play rough, so there is that, but Set Headbutt Psychic, we should take those hits pretty comfortably. Our next mon is going to be our Rapidash here. Rapidash is running the Assault Vest, and again, I keep saying it, but Rapidash has come to so many more games than I expected it to. Honestly, beginning of the season, I was thinking, like, it's barely going to come. It'll come to 1 or 2 games or whatever. But no, it's put in work for us. It's been very valuable. Yeah, it'll, like, die first turn. Or, like, maybe we'll have a really good game against the, I think it was the LA Guerrilla Tactics. That we had a good game against them with Rapidash, but Rapidash should be good here as well. Having a fire type resisting the ice moves is absolutely key, especially from the Alolan Ninetales. That thing can be a bit problematic for me, so I want to make sure that we can play around it decently well, and an Assault Vest Rapidash does that. We have Play Rough there for the, what is it called, for the Scrafty, the Hitmontop, for the Dracloak, and that's pretty much it. But Flare Blitz and Flame Charger there for things like the Rain Core, the Hail Core, the Roserade, the Jirachi, and High Horsepower is there specifically for the Toxapex. It does more than Wild Charge by 5% or 5 points of damage, and it can 2 a KO a Spadef Toxapex. And I could see it being especially defensive in case it wants to be a really good check to Clefable, a much better check to Clefable, but honestly, if it's running Spadef, he's probably more so expecting it to be a good check for something like Como, or I guess maybe, I don't know, maybe Ditto, that would be transformed to Roserade or something. So I don't know, he can run very mixed defenses on Toxapex, but there's that. And again, this is also another Pokemon that outspeeds Beartic while it's at -1 in the Hail, which is very important because in the mock, Beartic almost ran through me. I got lucky that I was able to get in my Como and just go for game with my webs up, so there was that. Our next mon, number 5, is Runerigus, making its season debut. Stealth Rock, Memento, Will-O-Wisp, and Earthquake. Very strong set this week. Basically running it because it gives me a solid rocker. Yes, Clef is a good rocker, but this gives me an immunity to normal and immunity to electric. So the Rotom Fan will be doing less work to me than, well, I would be doing to it. It makes the Diggersby can't just freely go for Body Slam or Earthquake because obviously I have it being immune to normal and Vicable being immune to ground, so that's very useful. The big thing with this is just make sure I can get off Stealth Rocks. They're very important, especially against the Alolan Ninetales. If I can get off that Stealth Rock there, then I don't need to worry about a single roll with my Como for the entirety of the time I'll be on the field, except for I think a Roserade. Earthquake won't KO. If it has Dazzling, that'll definitely get us back. So we got to make sure we get the +1. Anyways, Will-O-Wisp is there because it allows us to burn something like the Diggersby, something like the Scrafty, or the Hitmontop, allowing something else to sweep. And Memento is there to potentially get, I don't know, maybe it's like Scarf Jirachi locked into U-turn or whatever. That's a free, what is it called? I'm trying to think of the name. Or maybe it's the Scarf Jirachi locked in the energy ball. Scarf Jirachi locked in the energy ball. That's a better example. I can then Memento, that thing is stuck, and then I will now be able to go into my Como and set up a Dragon Dance, and that should be the game from there. So that's hopefully what we got there. And moving on, our next Mon is going to be our Vileplume, also making its season debut with a jank set. This set is so ridiculous, but it's going to work. I know it will. It got rid of my opponent's Scrafty in the mock that I had, so shout out again to Josh for that. And hopefully it can do the same thing, whether it's Scrafty, Hitmontop, or Toxapex. One of those three, this Mon needs to get rid of. If we can get rid of two of them, fantastic. But I only anticipate one because once I reveal the infestation, I think they're going to realize, hey, I should probably switch out, not let something this important get worn down. So again, Sludge Bomb is there for the most consistent damage on everything except for the Jirachi, of course. Strength Sap is there for recovery. Sleep Powder, if I can get something to sleep, is nice. Infestation, useful. Against the Jirachi, I'm pretty much always going to be switching out, so there is that. And we take one Adamant Life Orb hit from Diggersby. If it's Banded Fire Punch, we do not take it. If it's Banded Body Slam, I believe we don't take it either. We have enough special defense to just make the best rolls with Rosary that I possibly could. Don't really need any special attack investment, so why not? And like I said, gotta get rid of Toxapex, Scrafty, and Hitmontop, and that item should not be left over, it should be Black Sludge. I just didn't have the Black Sludge Sprite on me. So that is our team. Fingers crossed we can get the win here. I still don't know if we are 6-4 or we're 7-3, but regardless, I would love to get our 7th win, potentially 8th win of the season tonight. So that is that, and let's go ahead and jump into the battle. Let's do it. Let's have a good game, Chase. All right. That was way too loud. I apologize for that. This should be better. I'm kind of still adjusting. All right, the long black screen, as always. Every time we play on land mode, this always happens. Okay. I got my fingers crossed for this game. This is not what I expected to bring. I definitely expected at least one of the two fighting types and Toxapex to come. At least, honestly, two of those three. Hit them below. Okay. This thing. I would love to get out my webs here. He could easily U-turn out, which is something I have to be aware of. Okay, let's fire off the webs here. As he fire punches, is he banded? He is banded. That hurts a lot. That hurts a lot. I mean, does it really though? I mean, because yeah, if he's Life Orb, he's not Life Orb, he has to be banded. I'm just gonna set up here. That really sucks. Wow, losing Vikavolt early is always a pain. Oh my god. Let's find Vikavolt. Gone. Yeah, Dragon Dance. Rotom Fan. Switches out. CBAD Bless is the Jirachi. Okay. I don't know if I want to Earthquake this thing right now because, let me think. If I lose this, do I just lose the game? He's got to be like Shuckaberry, or he's got to be like physically defensive. I don't think I can afford it. I think I'm going to go into Runerigus here. Unfortunately, we are going to switch out. I didn't think this was going to be a switch in, honestly, but... And the fact that it's shiny makes me think it has Moonblast. I believe it has to be shiny to have Moonblast. So we'll see. If he fires out the Moonblast here, it's going to do a solid chunk. Let's see. Moonblast. Okay, so that's good to know. So Choice Band. He's got Moonblast on the Jirachi. What would he go into here? Let's fire off our rocks. I imagine there's a pretty free switch into the Ninetales here. Rocks are still valuable, so I might as well. It will do a solid chunk, as I'm going to move my sprite for the Rotom over. It'll do a solid chunk to, what, 3 members of his team? Beartic, it'll do 25%, yeah, to Beartic, Ninetales, and to Doom Desire. Alright. Let's think about this. Let's think about this here. Okay, I'm at 137 and I get back 10 points of health, so it's at 127 out of 165. Let's see. That's about 38 points of health. He could be like timid with like a ton of attack investment, but not max. Doom Desire won't KO me, which is nice. I'm gonna fire off the Earthquake here. Yeah. Wish. Okay, so he's revealed 3 of his moves. Doing over half to it, which is fantastic. So unless he's got any leftovers. So unless he's got a solid amount of, like he's got Protect, he'll lose this thing here. Don't really need the Vile Plume. Rapidash takes the hit pretty easily. And I believe that's a possibility that he goes into the... Yeah, I'm going to go into Rapidash here. Because I believe there's a definite possibility he goes hard into the Ninetales here. As he switches out, so I know he doesn't have U-turn. He would have definitely gone for it. Kevin. What is that? Rotom Fan. Taking 25%. So Rotom Fan. Wow, that's a hefty chunk. Oh, he crit me, of course. Shit. He's leftovers on Rotom. How much is Flare Blitz and Fire? And let's see. It's not into a KO if I go for both of them. I have to go for Flare Blitz twice. He definitely wants to go for a defog here. That's why he brought this. So I'm gonna go for my Flare Blitz. The more things I chip down, the better. And if I can get the +1, I'll be in great shape. As he defogs, yeah, kind of expected, but it's okay. I can come on the Jirachi and freely get my rocks again. Let's see what kind of investment this thing has. Oh, and he's Scarf. No, what? He's leftovers. How did he outspeed me? No, he's not left. Oh my god, what am I saying? He's not leftovers. He got the Wish back. He's Scarf, yeah. He's Choice Scarf. With defog. I'm gonna fire off a Flame Charge here. Because again, as he defogs again, yeah, cool with that, man. You go for it. You go for it. If I can get his Diggersby locked into Quick Attack, I will take it. So now we outspeed this thing, and it can't come back in on rocks. So let's flame charge once more. This will protect us against a potential Scarf Ninetales. A Banded Diggersby quick attack will do 62 to 73 in my rapid dash. That's a guaranteed KO. He switches out. What is he going to go into? CBAD Bless. That's the Jirachi. He survives the hit. Might as well go for another one. Yeah, so the Roan is definitely in range of rocks, and down goes the Jirachi. So that's a bit of a pain that he had the Moonblast. I'm happy I switched out because there's no way of knowing that we would have KO'd with Earthquake. And at the end, he ended up being Scarf on his Rotom. So him wanting to keep the Rotom fan around is important. It is Scarf, and it will do how much to my Como? Air Slash will do 71 to 84 if it's Timid. It has to be Timid to outspeed me. So, and he needs to be literally max speed, 100% max speed. So there is that. We will see what he wants to do. I'd imagine he wants to go, he has to go into the Diggersby here. There's no other option because, yeah, he has to. And he has to go for quick attack. Hidden below is the Diggersby. I have a free switch into Runerigus here. Thinking, this is tough. No, I'm going to stay in. I'm going to stay in and Flareless here. Because I have my Crawdaunt in the back. On the off chance he switches out and pulls a double, then I'm golden. If he U-turns out as well, that's amazing. As he doesn't go for quick attack, what's he going to go for? Huge damage. Knockoff. So we know he's locked into knockoff here. Let's go Crawdaunt. Diggersby, a band against my Crawdaunt. Knockoff will do 50% at most. And how much does Ninetales take from a +1 Life Orb Aqua Jet? It doesn't KO, it is 59 to 70. Let's fire off that Dragon Dance. Well, let's be Roserade unless it's, as he knockoffs. Okay, I'm cool with that. Oh my god, did he crit me there? Come on. Like, that's so bad. Because he stayed in, I think we literally just won the game without that. And that's so unfortunate. Oh my god, okay. God damn, that really sucks. Knock off. No item. Yeah. That really sucks that he crit me there. I'm gonna fire up my own knockoff. There's no reason for me not to go for it. Well, speed. Because we know he's banded. So down goes the Diggersby. That's so unfortunate. I would have loved to have gone to +2 there. +2, it's game over, but it was not meant to be. Oh my god, not being +2 there was so big. If he stays in and goes for knockoff and doesn't get a crit, then, oh my god, that's so bad. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, Ninetales is going to have hail residual damage off on us, but we're going to break down at least, what, 3 other members of the team? Sub-Zero. In comes the Ninetales. We're at +1. See, this is another problem because we would outspeed the Ninetales. We don't outspeed it now. So I have to go for the Aqua Jet here. Unless I want him to go for Veil. Oh, I didn't even realize I didn't take off my Rapidash from the layout. There's no more Diggersby, and there's no more Rapidash, wherever you are. Oh my god, I can't find it. There it is. Okay, this is a tough decision. I think the damage is more important, so I'm going to go for the damage here. I don't think we have a way out of this game anymore, unfortunately. Getting crit there really sucked, as he blizzards instead. So it's good we went for that move, the jet. Okay, I'm doing some calcs right now, so give me a second. I'm trying to see if a -2 Blizzard will KO my Como. What is it called? Moonblast. -2 Moonblast won't KO. And Runerigus should take a Blizzard. So, in comes Rune. He's got a scarf left on his Rotom still. Yeah, I don't have a way out of this game. That crit there was so big. Oh man, that crit there was so big. Memento. I have to bank on an Air Slash miss. As he blizzards me. Is he Specs? Come on. Come on. Dude, I lived that hit. I get up Memento. Oh my god, I'm so upset. We're gonna lose 4-0. It could have definitely been closer, but like I think we definitely should have won this game. 3 crits. 3 crits. The Doom Desire, damn it. Come on. I'm actually mad about that. Wow. Like, we live that hit 100%. Memento comes out. We get a free setup. Yeah, I get he has a scarf in the back, but at least it gives us a chance. But, jeez. Goodbye, Como. Yeah. Good game. He's gonna get the win here, 4-0. 3-0, it's going to be. God damn it. This game, this goddamn game. You know, you prep hard, you work your ass off and make sure that you have a good chance, and it just gets taken away by 6%. I shouldn't have sacked all my Vikavolt, but at the end of the day, like, I honestly, there's legitimately a chance that I could have just won there, depending on his spread for his Jirachi. But even then, I definitely had a shot for it, and it was gone. Strength Sap here. See how much health we get back. He's going to kill us with a Sludge Bomb here. I'd imagine he's Life Orb. Wow. I have nothing to say. And it's unfortunate. I really wanted this to be a good game. Sludge Bomb comes out and gets the KO. Good game to CBAD. Damn. So I don't think there's a shot for us to be top 2 seed. Top 3 seed may not even be a possibility depending on how last we went. I still don't know, like I said in the team builder. But, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, getting those 2 Dragon Dances up was game. Week 12, we should have our spot clinched in, honestly, where we're, at worst, we're 6 wins, 5 losses. We could be 7-4, but I believe at 6-6 it should do it for us. But like if we lose out on playoffs because of that, I'll be actually really kind of pissed. But what are you gonna do? Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Chase is actually going to be one of the people that are going to be joining the new series. Hopefully, I reached out to him. Let's see if he's going to join in. But yeah, again, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all next time.